they don't know my name.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Chicago Bears. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down gets 3 up to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throw here out of the gun. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
What we got? 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Man, strike 60.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds some open field here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
57. Mike, 57.
Back to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Watch 85.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. And his throw here is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's third down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Out of the gun now on third down. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
4-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. And got his man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Bears 3-0.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Washington.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Below Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meet.
Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. And
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Third down.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bears take over.
3-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 20-yard touchdown. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are even at 10 apiece.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good edge scheme going.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to connect with Mims. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57
Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And 10.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over.
So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The play brings up 3rd down.
And he fires one, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Let's get this. Single, single. Single, single.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 44-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Give it here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw here. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. Big hold of the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Nice 57. 57's right. Here we go. Here we go. 38.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So that'll back them up 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 29-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 10-yard line.
He's back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Schuster.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
At the 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. Is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Gerald Everett. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A huge play there in overtime. 56 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard
They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Goal to go.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Now back to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Man open left side, it's Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
All over you.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
And a give this time to the tailback. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. The gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Brings up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
43-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check right 57. Blue there, blue there. 57. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 57.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
The pass.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, Chief. 57. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 57. Mike, 57. In your face.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
Washington.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Chicago, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.